Welcome students, welcome to Accountancy Point where we discuss the accounting concepts. Today we are going to discuss and focus on the treatment of goodwill in the chapter of admission of a partner. This is the second video of admission of a partner. The link of the first video has been shared in the description column for the calculation of new PSR and sacrificing ratio. If you have not gone through, please go through it so that you can have a better understanding of the concept. Today we are going to discuss about the admission of a partner, treatment of goodwill. Goodwill, as we have discussed in the previous chapter also, that goodwill is an intangible asset and it is regulated as per AS 26, that is Accounting Standard 26. In case of admission of a new partner, what happens? Due to the arrival of a new partner, old partners may sacrifice. Whenever a new partner comes, we can understand this with the help of an example. There are two partners A and B sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:1, and if the profit is of rupees 10,000 at the end of the year or rupees 12,000 at the end of the year, the share of A and B will be A will get 8,000, B will get 4,000. But when C is admitted as a new partner, and what may happen that the ratio between them may be decided as 1:1:1. So in this case, you can see that this 12,000 may be distributed equally amongst all the three partners, 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3. So you can see the share 4,000, 4,000 and 4,000. So here you can see, although B is not neither sacrificing nor gaining, but A, who was getting 8,000, is getting 4,000 now. So what does it mean? That whenever a new partner comes, one or more of the old partners may sacrifice. So this loss which is incurred to the new or to the old partner because of the arrival of the new partner is to be compensated by the new partner. So that is what it is written. It is a moral responsibility of the new partner to compensate to all sacrificing partners in sacrificing ratio. In the previous video, we have already seen how to calculate new profit sharing ratio and the sacrificing ratio. The amount which is brought by the new partner to compensate old partners is called premium for goodwill. This is new partners' share in the firm's goodwill. Whatever may be the firm's goodwill. Once again, I would repeat that here we are talking about the self-generated goodwill, not the purchased goodwill. Purchased, here if you remember, goodwill, it is classified into two types, purchased goodwill and self-generated goodwill. Purchased goodwill is the goodwill for which payment is made by the firm and it takes place only at the time when the business is purchased or sold. It is a capital expenditure and that is why it is shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Self-generated goodwill is internally generated and there is no value, though it is very difficult to assess the exact value of such type of goodwill, and that is why they are self-assessed or valued by partners and they are not shown in the balance sheet. Now we will see the accounting treatment of these types of goodwill. See, as we discussed that there are two types of goodwill, purchased goodwill and self-generated goodwill. So let us see the accounting treatment first of all for the purchased goodwill. As you all know that the purchased goodwill is the value shown in the balance sheet, means that is the book value of the purchased goodwill. Now the most important question before all the students is how to identify and how to differentiate between a purchased goodwill and self-generated goodwill. So children, the purchased goodwill is shown by the balance sheet, or it may be written in the question, the goodwill appearing in the books value amounted to rupees this much, or the book value of the goodwill amounted to rupees this much. So when the book value or appearing goodwill is spoken in the question, or you have been given a balance sheet and on the asset side of the balance sheet goodwill is appearing. So if any of these three things are there, that means they are showing you the purchased goodwill. If not, then the question may tell you that the goodwill was valued at rupees this much. So such type of goodwill is the valued goodwill, self-generated goodwill. So please try to understand the difference between purchased goodwill and the self-generated goodwill. So this is the value shown by the balance sheet. They are talking about the book value. Firm pays for acquiring this goodwill. Now children, you have to understand what is the accounting treatment of purchased goodwill. In order to understand this, I would like to recall what we had done in the chapter of goodwill. Over there I had told you that when the goodwill is, when the business is taken over, when there is a sale or purchase of a business, suppose you are having a partnership firm and you have taken over another firm. So when another firm is taken over, so you have paid money. You means the firm. The firm has paid money for this. So the goodwill has been bought by the firm, not by any individual partner. So when a new partner is to be admitted, at that point of time, the businessman, means the partners, may decide to take over this goodwill. So they will have to pay money, or as you can understand, this is the firm's goodwill. So when partners will decide to take it over, they will have to pay. So when the partners will pay for it, that means their capital account will get reduced. So the journal, that is what I have written, that is why it is debited to partners capital account. Journal entry for purchased goodwill is passed in the manner old partners capital account debit to goodwill account. Whatever may be the goodwill, if the purchased goodwill, suppose there are three partners A, B and C sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2:1. This is the old ratio, and the goodwill appearing in the books. Goodwill, book value of goodwill is rupees 1,20,000. So your journal entry will be A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, C's capital account debit to goodwill account. This 1,20,000 will be distributed in the old profit sharing ratio, which is 3:2:1. That means 60,000, 40,000 and 20,000. So this is the purchased goodwill written off in old PSR amongst the old partners. So this is how we make a treatment for the purchased goodwill. Now let us come to self-generated goodwill. What is a self-generated goodwill? We have already discussed about it. Now let us come to the various ways by which a self-generated goodwill is brought in the firm by a new partner. The first condition is when the new partner pays his share of premium for goodwill privately. What does it mean? It means, suppose there are already two partners working in a firm, and they decide to take a new partner, and they have valued the goodwill of their firm. I am talking about the valued goodwill, that is self-generated goodwill, that they have valued that their firm's value of goodwill is rupees 1 lakh. Since new partner is coming for a particular share, say 1/5, so 1/5 of 1 lakh is rupees 20,000. So rupees 20,000 is to be brought by the new partner, which needs to be distributed amongst the old partners in a particular ratio, that is called the sacrificing ratio. Now they decided that 12,000 is to be given to one partner, 8,000 is to be given to another partner after calculation. Now the new partner says, why I don't want the money to be brought into the business. So outside the business only he settled the account by paying one of the partners 12,000 and the other partner rupees 8,000. So such type of payment which is done outside the business is known as private payment. Now since there is no bringing of the money into the business and the firm did not distribute that amongst the partners, so there will be no journal entry for such type of situation when the premium for goodwill will be paid privately. The second situation is when the new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash. So in this particular situation, you are supposed to follow the following steps. Calculate new PSR and sacrificing ratio as we have done earlier. We will value the firm's goodwill. If the question tells you that goodwill is to be valued, so value the goodwill. If the firm's goodwill has already been given, well and fine. In that case, after the valuing of firm's goodwill, or if it is given, you will calculate the new partner's share. You can calculate the new partner share with the formula new partner share into firm's goodwill. Now in some of the questions you will be already given the share of new partner's goodwill, premium for goodwill. Now if it is given, you will distribute the share of new partner's goodwill in sacrificing ratio amongst the sacrificing partners. Now it's time for the journal entries. When new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash, you will pass the entry cash or bank account debit to premium for goodwill account. Premium for goodwill brought in cash. To distribute his share of goodwill among sacrificing partners, after the goodwill has been brought into the business, it will be distributed among the sacrificing partners in sacrificing ratio, and you will pass the entry premium for goodwill account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. And at the end, the sacrificing partners may decide to withdraw their share of goodwill. So in that case, sacrificing or old partners capital account debit to cash or bank account. Share of goodwill withdrawn by sacrificing partners. Now, we will understand this concept with the help of a question. See, this is the question which I have taken. P and Q are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:1. R is admitted for 4/9 share. So I keep on writing and solving the sum. P is to Q is given 2:1. R is admitted for 4/9 share, which he acquires equally from P and Q. That means this 4/9 has been acquired from P and Q in equal ratio, that is 1:1. So into 1/2 into 1/2, 4/18, 4/18. So this much is the sacrifice which have been made. So the sacrificing ratio between P and Q will be 4/18 is to 4/18. So it is 1:1. Although it was already given that they have acquired equally, so that is the sacrificing ratio. Now it's time to calculate the new PSR. New PSR for P will be, P was having 2/3 old ratio, and he has given sacrifice 4/18. LCM is 18. 12 minus 4, 8/18. Similarly, Q was having 1/3. He has also sacrificed 4/18. LCM is 18. 6 minus 4 is 2/18. And R has come for 4/9 share. So we will rationalize. So it is 8/18. So P is to Q is to R is equal to 8 is to 2 is to 2, or 4 is to 1 is to 4. So this is the new profit sharing ratio. Now the question says that R brings rupees 2,50,000 as his capital. So let us pass journal entry for this first. R is bringing capital. So cash account debit to R's capital account. Capital introduced by R. How much capital has been introduced by him? 2,50,000. Now after this, the second information is that R brings rupees 2,50,000 as his capital and rupees 1,80,000 as his share of goodwill. That means the goodwill of the new partner has already been taken out. We are supposed to distribute it. So in which ratio we will distribute it? We will distribute this 1,80,000, which is the share of R, in the sacrificing ratio. And how much is the sacrificing ratio? That is 1:1 between P and Q. So both of them will get 90,000 each. So we will pass the next entry for bringing the premium of goodwill So cash account debit to premium for goodwill account. Here we will write premium for goodwill brought in by R. How much did he bring? He brought his share, which was rupees 1,80,000. After he brought, it will be distributed in the sacrificing ratio which we calculated for. So premium for goodwill account debit to P's capital account to Q's capital account. So here you will write the narration, premium for goodwill distributed in sacrificing ratio. So goodwill was brought 1,80,000, and as we have done the calculation, both the partners have got rupees 90,000 each. So here I will write P's share 90,000, Q's share also 90,000. Now we will read the next part of the question. The next part of the question says that the goodwill appearing in the balance sheet. That means which goodwill is this? This is your purchased goodwill. And if you remember the discussion, I had clearly said that the purchased goodwill is written off amongst the old partners in old PSR. That means the balance sheet goodwill, which is rupees 1,50,000, will be distributed between P and Q in the old ratio, and the old ratio is 2:1. So it will be 1,50,000. So your journal entry for this will be, they will be paying for it, so their capital account will get reduced. That is why we will debit their capital accounts, P's capital account debit, Q's capital account debit to goodwill account. Here we will write the narration, book value of goodwill written off in old profit sharing ratio. And A had to pay 1 lakh, P had to pay 1 lakh, Q had to pay 50,000, total 1,50,000. We'll move to the next part of the question, which says that partners decided to withdraw half of the goodwill credited to them. So how much is goodwill credited to P? 90,000. So he will withdraw half of this 45,000, and Q will also do the same. So your journal entry will be P's capital account debit 45,000, which he has drawn. Q has also withdrawn 45,000, that is half of his goodwill, 45,000 to cash or bank account. Here you can write the narration, goodwill credited, withdrawn by old partners. So this is how we solve the sum based on when a new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash. Now we will see that in case if the new partner is unable to bring his share of goodwill in cash, then how are we going to solve the sum? When the new partner is unable to bring his share of premium for goodwill in cash, in this case AS 26, that means accounting standard 26, states that in this case a new and temporary account to be opened where the new partner's share of goodwill will be debited, and when the new partner will earn sufficient profit, it may be adjusted and closed. It will be debited to new partner's current account. That means a temporary account will be opened by the name current account, and it will be transferred over there. Why will it be transferred over there? Because the new partner has been unable to bring his share of goodwill in cash. Now when he does not bring it in cash, you can either deduct it from his capital. But if you will deduct from his capital, that means his capital base will reduce, due to which in future the new partner may be at a loss. So instead of reducing the capital account of the new partner, the AS26 says that a new temporary account has to be opened at the end of the year when the firm will or the new partner will earn the profit. That profit will be adjusted with against the premium for goodwill. and it will get closed. Journal entry in this question, children, as per accounting standard 26, when the new partner is unable to bring a share of goodwill in cash, instead of 2 journal entries which we passed when he brought the goodwill in cash, so instead of passing 2 journal entries, only 1 journal entry will be passed, that is new partner's current account debit to sacrificing partner's capital account. Based on this, we are going to solve a sum. Here I have taken a question that A and B are partners. You can take the solution over here. A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 4:3. C is admitted, and after his admission, the new ratio is decided to be 3:2:1. So this is the new ratio. Since we are provided with the old ratio and new ratio, we can calculate the sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio of A will be 4/7 minus 3/6. LCM is 42. 6 4s are 24 minus 21. So it is 3/42. What about B? His old ratio is 3/7 and new ratio is 2/6. So LCM is 42. 6 3s are 18 minus 14, which is 4/42. So the sacrificing ratio decided amongst them will be 3:4. But now we will read the next part of the question. The next part of the question says that the goodwill of the firm was valued at rupees 2,10,000. So this is firm's goodwill. Now since it is firm's goodwill, so we are supposed to calculate the share of C. So C's share will be he is coming for 1/6 share, as you can see over here, that the new PSR, in the new PSR C's share is 1/6. So 1/6 into 2,10,000 will be rupees 35,000. Now the question says that C could only bring rupees 14,000 in cash. That means out of this 35,000, C brought in cash only 14,000. So cash goodwill or premium for goodwill is 14,000. This you will distribute in the sacrificing ratio between A and B, which is 3:4. So it will be rupees 6,000 and 8,000. Now since your total goodwill is 35,000 and he could bring only rupees 14,000 in cash, that means how much is unable to be, how much did he not bring in cash? Unable to bring in cash. So that will be rupees 21,000. So this 21,000 will once again get distributed in the ratio 3:4, which will be 9,000 and 16,000. And he also brought his capital at rupees 5 lakhs. So in this case, you will first of all pass the entry for the capital which he is bringing. I am not drawing the format. So cash account debit to C's capital account. He has brought rupees 5 lakhs as his capital. So I will write it over here, 5 lakhs as capital. Capital introduced by C. Now, the next part of your question is about goodwill. The goodwill is divided into 2 parts. First part, he brings it in cash. So the part which he brings it in cash, you will pass the 2 journal entry for this, as we passed in the previous example. Cash account debit to premium for goodwill account, and this is a premium brought in cash. How much did he bring in cash? 14,000. And this will be distributed in the sacrificing ratio. So premium for goodwill account debit to A's capital account to B's capital account. Premium for goodwill distributed in sacrificing ratio. Goodwill was rupees 14,000 and we have already distributed where A is getting 6,000, B is getting 8,000. So the share of A is 6,000, share of B is 8,000. But the next part of your goodwill, which he could not bring it in cash, as we discussed over here, that in such cases when the partner is unable to bring his share of goodwill in cash, instead of these two journal entries, we will be passing only one journal entry, and we will pass the entry C's current account debit to A's capital account to B's capital account. So it is 21,000. We saw the distribution over here. A is getting 9,000 and B is getting 12,000. So it will be 12,000. So here this is premium for goodwill not brought in cash, distributed in sacrificing ratio. So this is how, children, we are going to solve a sum when a new partner is unable to bring his share of goodwill in cash. Now, the next and the last and the most important question is, what happens if one of the partners, one of the old partners, gains instead of sacrificing? So we'll see the last concept and with the help of a question. Now this is another concept, question number 3, which I must say. When one of the old partners gains instead of sacrificing on the arrival or joining of a new partner. Till now, we have solved all the situations and all the questions when the old partner sacrifices. They don't gain. But it is not necessary. There may be a situation when a new partner may gain instead of sacrificing. So how to solve the sum in that particular situation? Please pay attention over here. Question is, A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:1. C is admitted for 2/9 share. A and B will get in future 4/9 and 3/9. Now children, you can see that A and B, the old ratio is 3:1. But if you see, the new ratio has been given to you. A question says that A will get 4/9 in the future. B will get 3/9 the share of profits in future. And C will get 2/9 of the share of the profit in the future. That means the new profit sharing ratio is 4:3:2. Now we will calculate the sacrificing ratio on the presence of both of them. Formula is old ratio minus new ratio. So when A will be sacrificing, let us calculate the amount which will be sacrificed by A. Old ratio is 3/4, new ratio is 4/9. If you see over here, the LCM will be 36, 9 3s are 27, minus 4 4s are 16. So 11/36. What about B? B, old ratio is 1/4, whereas the new ratio, he is taking 3/9. So if you take the LCM 36, 9 minus 12. So you can see there is 9 minus 12. So we are not going to write the negative term. We will write 3/36, but in the bracket we will write goodwill. And whenever this situation arises, then I would request all of you to write the new partner's share also while talking about the sacrificing. Please once again repeat, when you are calculating the sacrificing ratio and one of the old partners instead of sacrificing gains, then I would request to write the new partner's share also. New partner is gaining how much? He was having 0 earlier. He is getting 2/9. So that means minus 2/9. So I am not writing the minus sign and I will write 2/9 and I will mention that he has also gained. Now, what we are supposed to do, children, is that over here it is written that C pays rupees 20,000 as goodwill. That means this 20,000 is the goodwill of C. So here what you are supposed to write, you will write C's share of premium for goodwill. How much goodwill has been brought by him? 20,000. But in such type of questions where you have sacrificing and gaining both, you are supposed to calculate the firm's goodwill. Now you will ask, how will we calculate firm's goodwill? So there is a formula for this. What is the share of C? C has brought how much rupees? 20,000. And what is the share for which he has joined? That is 2 by 9. So what you are supposed to do is, you will write C's share of goodwill into reciprocal of his share. Reciprocal means you will just write 9 by 2. So in this case, you will get the firm's goodwill at rupees 90,000. And now this 90,000 needs to be multiplied with all these three partners and all these partners. So when you will calculate and multiply, you will automatically get rupees 20,000 for C. This will be 90,000 divided by 36 into 11. So he will get 27,500 and this you will get 7,500. It means out of these three partners, who is sacrificing? There is only one partner who has been sacrificing. So he will get 27,500. From whom? From the new partner as well as the gaining partner. So now let's see how to pass journal entries. First of all, we will pass the journal entry for the goodwill which is brought in by the new partner. Cash account debit to premium. Since he brings his share of goodwill in cash, it's written C pays. Since it is written C pays, this means he has brought it in cash. So premium for goodwill account. So here I will write premium for goodwill brought in cash. How much did he bring it in cash? 20,000 and this 20,000. Now for your understanding, once again I would request and tell you that this 20,000 will go to whom? Since there is only one sacrificing partner, who is he? A. So this 20,000 will go to A. So you will pass the entry premium for goodwill account debit 20,000 to A's capital account. Here we will write premium for goodwill given to sacrificing partner. Similarly, once again we come back and we see that another partner B has been gaining. So he will also pay this to A. Now since B will be paying, see B is an old partner. So he will not pay it in cash. So his capital needs to be debited because he is paying. B's capital account debit. He is also paying to whom? He has also been paying to A. So A's capital account will get credited to A's capital account. How much? 7,500. Here we will pass the entry gaining partner B also contributed to A sacrificing partner. In case if there are more than one partner who will be sacrificing, then you will calculate the sacrificing ratio and the amount of each of the gaining partner will be distributed in the sacrificing partner. I hope this video will help you a lot in solving the sums based on the treatment of goodwill. Thank you.